ちで踊れ Crazy noisy pizza sound だけど今日も徐々に文句なんか言い合って日常を踊る Crazy noisy pizza town だけど今日も徐々にジョークなんか言い合って俺たちで踊れ Crazy noisy pizza town
Uh, uh, uh. Happy Wednesday, everyone. How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. 2 streams in a row. Two stream days in a row. Hello, hello. Hi, Victor. Hi, Enigma. Hi, Talon. Cat haloing and Reddit. It's cat hallowing. An entire stream of you just saying hello. Yeah, it was me. Hello. Hi. Hello. I'm gonna have to like fiddle around with some audio settings as we play. Because in true 343 style, I guess, Halo does not like being captured properly. So I have to reconfigure my audio settings every time I need to play Halo. I'm doing good, Sonic. How are you? Also, Enigma, thank you for the resub for 56 months. I appreciate it. How you doing? Welcome in. We played Star Fox yesterday with Vert. Today, we are playing Halo 2 with Nex. It's been a little bit since we played Halo 2. We're carrying on from where we left off. I don't think we've got that many missions left. I think we were playing as the Arbiter the last time we played. Could be worse. Yeah, we've all been dealing with a bit shit news today. Our government decided shit stuff. And I'm just like, Labour, why the fuck did we even vote you in? You're just as bad as the Tories, you know? But, whatever. Time to burn it down. Burn it down. Burn down it to the ground. We're gonna burn Parliament down. Anyway. Let me undeafen with Nex. And hopefully it will work. Hello?
Hello.
There we go. It worked. Oh, my doorbell just went as well. I can't answer that. How are you? Hey, I was gonna call you Halo. How are you doing, Nex?
I'm Halo-tastic.
Yeah. So the last time we were playing, we played as the Arbiter.
Yeah.
I think we were like in that big sky jail thing.
Yeah, the last time we played, there was a heretic.
Yeah, that's it. The heretic.
The Covenant that we took care of.
Yes, and he also had some of the Flood with him as the heretic. They were using the Flood, I think.
I think it was more that was a jail for some of the Flood, or a research facility, and he happened to cross them while Guilty Spark. He happened to cross Guilty Spark, and Guilty Spark filled him in on the Halo's purpose, and so he was like, "Yeah, the Great Journey's a big fat lie."
Right. Yeah. Okay. And then we made the thing fall from space or from high.
Yeah.
And then we escaped, I think.
Yeah. And so now we're back playing as the Master Chief, and we're landing on yet another Halo ring.
That's right. Yes. Let me unmute the game. So I have to missions. I invite you.
So, I'm prefacing this now. When we get to Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST, I would like for you to show off some of their promotional content, like their they did a bunch of promotional material for Halo 3 and ODST that were like live action snippets, and they are really, really good.
Okay.
It's one of those things. It's like you look at the commercials and you look at the promotional material and like everything that they did, because it's all live action, and you go, "Wow, this would make a great show." And then
yeah.
and then
And then they made a great. Then they made a great show.
yeah. But the reason I mention that is ODST probably. It's hard to say if ODST is my favorite promotional material, but this level is the first appearance of ODSTs, which stand for Orbital Drop Shock Trooper.
Shmam.
Exactly.
Covenant army stands between you and regret.
What's nothing but a whole army, you know, to the Master Chief.
The regret is a ship? Or a man?
It's a prophet.
One
And
of
the ship was named after the
council
prophet.
guys.
Yes. With the floaty chair.
Okay. That's right, I remember. We left in a space warp and it
Both engine
destroyed the
cores have
city.
spun to zero. We're drifting.
Archer pods are cold. I'll need to rekey the system.
Do it and find out where we are. Sorry for the quick jump, Sergeant. You in one piece?
I'm good. Yeah. Chief?
We're fine.
Ma'am, there's an object coming into view now.
Cortana, what exactly am I looking at? That is another Halo.
Say what?
So this is what my father found. I thought Halo was some sort of super weapon.
There's a bunch of outtakes of Sergeant Johnson in that line.
On a galactic scale. I want all the information you've got on the first Halo. Schematics, topography, whatever. I don't care if I have the clearance or not. Yes, ma'am. Where's our target?
The enemy ship has stopped above the ring, ma'am. We're going to pass right over it.
Perfect. Given what we know about this ring, it's even more important that we capture the Prophet of Regret. Find out why he came to Earth, why he came here. Chief, take first platoon. Hard
Cortana. Hi, Storm. How you doing?
Follow them in.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Hey, buddy.
You can move and fight. I'm going to keep a low profile. Once you leave the ship, you're on your own.
Understood.
Over the target.
I love that
in
interaction
5.
so much. Just goes to show that Johnson and Chief are real bros.
Yeah. Real bro men. I don't know what's happening with my OBS, it keeps flickering at me, but I'm just gonna assume everything's fine.
Mind the bump.
Little Grunt playing with fire. It's like, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, I've been thinking about doing kind of like a at the end of all this. Yeah, doing a bit of a glitch showcase.
Well, we tried to do it one time, I remember, in like the first game, I think. Where you backed up into a corner with a flood attacking you to get him to try and like push you through the thing.
Oh yeah, the flood bump.
But
Yeah,
we couldn't do it.
yeah. I was super rusty at doing it. I was never the best at doing it to begin with. John was usually the flood bump
Oh, that's
guy.
right. This is better to play with controller. I forgot about that. Oh shit! Where's my Xbox controller? I haven't used it in ages. Oh, it's on my desk. There it is.
Right in front of you the whole time.
Uh-oh. Get set, people.
Come on, come on.
Well, Let's both run dismiss.
Clear this LZ. The Pelicans are right
Oh,
behind
do we have to go back just for me to select the gamepad?
Is it not working?
It says preferred input device, mouse and keyboard, and I can't change it. I think we might have to go back. Yeah. Hang on.
Okay. Just hit in game.
Mjolnir malfunctioning. Yeah. Alright, let me... Options... Settings.
Yeah, Cortana got a Windows update.
There we go. Alright, let's try it again. You're still in... Are you still in? No, I have to invite you again. That's stupid.
Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Cortana wants you to update to Windows 11, Chief.
Oh, fuck
Why haven't
off.
you updated to Windows 11?
Never.
Windows 10 support's running out.
Good. I mean, I don't like... That means they'll stop fucking around and stop breaking everything.
Yeah, Master Chief has a little thing on the bottom right of his HUD that just says activate Cortana.
I refuse to update to Windows 11.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's not as bad as it was when it first launched, but it's still like just like, oh, you want to access a file? It's on your OneDrive, and I'm like, I didn't sign up for that, and it's like, well, it's not saved on your computer; it's on your OneDrive.
It's just like everything I've heard about it is stuff that I just don't like and don't want, and also the fact that they like do shit like, what did they do? They like removed like kernel things, and then it fucked. I mean, no, not that anyone uses Uplay, but it like fucked over everything on Uplay. It was basically like a good thing that they fixed, but Ubisoft was apparently like working around a security system in order to get their platform working. So when they finally fixed that security flaw, everything on Uplay stopped working.
I think that's more of a Ubisoft thing now. I don't know. Like, Ubisoft is just so bad recently. Did you see that they doubled down on their you don't own games you buy
Of
thing?
course they're just constantly doing shit like that. And they also know that, like, saying that shit, it gets people talking about them.
Yeah.
The best thing for a company like them is to just for people to just forget that they exist. Not in their best interest, by the way. In our best interests.
Yeah. Oh, I got sniped. Yeah, I was hoping Ubisoft was making a comeback when they released Ghost Recon Wildlands. It seemed like it was a turning point for them, but then they just released a sequel and monetized the ever-living shit out of it. It's like, oh yeah, here's a battle pass for your single-player game.
Yeah. Remember when Ubisoft was actually good? Yeah. I would say they started going downhill when it was like Assassin's Creed. Like, I think the first couple of Assassin's Creeds were great. But then when they realized that they could churn one of those games out a year with very little work. You've been reincarnated as a grunt on a turret that Master Chief is targeting with a rocket launcher. Yeah.
Yeah, we were watching some Crabcat the other day, and it's just like, man, remember when Ubisoft had the whole Kinect thing going on, where it's like, yeah, in Ghost Recon, you can open your hand to fire a
Yeah.
weapon. It's like, ooh, wow, we innovated.
Man, the Kinect was such a mess.
Artillery disabled.
Like, I remember that was like one of the first videos I saw of that guy's YouTube, and I think it was yourself that showed me them. And it was like, with Kinect, it was like, so, it could have been so good for so many different things with the technology, and like the things that it could have been used for. But then Microsoft was just like, oh, let's use it to advertise Kinect Sports and weird Disney games with a girl that goes, stop it, stop tickling me.
Oh yeah, that was Connectimals.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skittles, stop! It
Yeah.
tickles! I always wonder, like, whose kids these are.
I don't know, the way that they like were on stage like acting and stuff, I just saw them as like Disney kids, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
Disney child actors destined for early fame and then drugs and rock and roll. Oh, you can actually see like the whole ring in this game, sort of.
Yeah, the vistas are not quite as good as Halo 1's in my opinion, but they're still alright.
Never been done before. You cannot do this with a controller. As someone who recently went back to replay the old Assassin's Creed game, they aged incredibly well. They never made an Assassin's Creed game better than the OG. I don't know. I think the OG is great for like what it did at the time.
Hold here until the Pelican arrives, Chief.
I mean, I guess you're right, because it also doesn't have like loads of slot. Oh, like, you know, like overworld slot, where it's just like collectible after collectible. That only really it's like you collect 100 of these things to get this one thing. I guess Assassin's Creed was a little bit more like you only really have a mission to do in this area, and then the rest of it is just explore as you like, and there are some flags to collect, I guess, but they don't really do anything.
Yeah. Which, you know, is a bit of a problem in of itself, in my opinion. I feel like if you're gonna have collectibles, then make them,
Yeah.
like, have a purpose. Like, unlock concept art or something cool like that, you know?
As far as I know, I think the only thing is that they are for achievements on the Xbox, I think.
That's where I'd be.
Or the Xbox 360 even. Because I'm pretty sure when it came out on the PS3, the PS3 didn't have achievements.
Yeah. Yeah, achievements were retroactive.
It was
Which,
also
you know,
kind
I'm
of
still kind of
experimental
surprised.
design,
I'm still kind of surprised Nintendo hasn't done achievements, honestly.
yeah. I don't know how I'd feel if Nintendo started doing achievements, because I feel like that's why playing the Switch is a little bit more of a relaxing time.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm not worrying about the achievement collecting.
You
Ow.
got... That was pretty funny.
I saw it too. It looked like a temple. If I were a megalomaniac, and I'm not, that's where I'd be.
Yeah, they, it was kind of experimental for the time. I mean, like, you had, you know, back in the early days of achievements, like, there were some really dumbass achievements to get on the Xbox. Like, there was Gears of War, get 10,000 multiplayer kills.
The controls to extend the bridge should be
And other things like that. There were, like, there are some games that can never be completed just because of the nature of the game.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple that are like, oh yeah, get to the top of this leaderboard. I think Quake 4 had something like that.
What the fuck? Why did this guy in my past life and current life, he's adamant about driving into me? Yeah, the thing is like Assassin's Creed always just went a direction that I personally didn't want. Like I was wanting it to basically be like parkour Hitman, you know, where like where the rewarding gameplay is in being an assassin, you know. But then it kind of just ended up being more combat focused and very little actual assassin. Like anytime you assassinate someone in those games, it's like wide open in the public view, and I'm like. And I'm just like, why? You're not a very good assassin. I would have preferred it if it was a little bit more like... What, is this actually him or just a hologram of him?
Hologram.
Why is he above the galaxy?
Because he's got a big head.
It is looking.
Yeah.
Good, the bridge is down. Now about those rings.
Am I not allowed to look at it? Or is that part
Roger
of it?
that. Armor's on the way.
Yeah, that's the bridge.
Oh, okay.
It's, if you come on out, you can see how it works.
A sermon, actually. I've been listening to him since we landed. So
Might
far,
wanna
he
get
said
on
he has
Ghost.
the literature, but I'll translate if he says anything interesting.
Just to take care of the Wraith.
As much as I like Origins, I'm not fond of so much of how those games bloated. Well, yeah, I only played a little bit of Origins, and I agree, like, it was, no, it's fine now. It's okay. There we go. Thank you. I only played a little bit of it, and I could tell it was very much like, oh, okay, it's different style of, like, combat, but it's just big open world with... It's The Witcher 3, but Assassin's Creed, basically.
You don't want the tank.
Yeah, like I'm not a fan of like games doing this loot system thing. That Neo did.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know, kill this boss, get you know, an epic weapon or something, and it's just like it reminds me a lot of that game Too Human.
Yeah.
Like Too Human did that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I agree with Enigma. I wanted it to be more Hitman-y in style. But I guess Ubisoft had other ideas. I hate tiered loot, especially in single-player game. Yeah. I think that's kind of where, like, I hate the way that Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild upgrades work, in that it takes... You have to watch, like, you have to go through every single thing with, like, a 5-second cutscene that you have to skip. If it was literally just, like, press the button, done, it'd be way better. But anyway, at least the way that their armor works in that game is that, like, every armor is more or less the same. You just upgrade the one you want to get different set bonuses.
Yeah,
So like
That's
if you want to very early on, you can just get like the royal armor, which has like the highest defense out of all the sets, you know. Although I guess that is the downside of it, is that you don't really know where all the different pieces of the set are. You just have to hope that you come across them. So it's like you could want the set bonus which like increases your climbing speed or something like that, but you have no idea where it might be.
Yeah, like, I didn't know they had to destroy all the copies of Two Humans Realm. Why was that? But, like, yeah, I'm playing through First Berserker Kazan, which is a Souls-like game.
Yeah, I actually
It's
been
pretty
watching
good.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that it does have that tier loot thing going on, and which it does an alright job, I guess. But it's not like Neo levels of bullcrap in my opinion. Not at least not yet. Like, I don't feel hindered by my progression because I don't have the right armor set. But I know 2 Human was very much like that. They had to there was an achievement to get all the rarest item set for whatever class you picked at the very beginning of the game. And I just couldn't be asked. Like, I think I picked like the worst class in the game or something like that to beat it. And like by the time Strom got into it, like, he had picked a more optimal class, and we had to like we would have shared armor sets, but there was nobody, like, we were different classes, so we couldn't share armor sets.
Yeah. Yeah, the first Berserker game, I remembered it from the Game Awards, and I was kind of like, I was annoyed for the game itself because the only trailer that game had at the Game Awards was like a big CGI trailer that showed none of the gameplay. And then having watched the actual gameplay itself and how well the game like performs as well visually, I was like, man, they really should have like just showed gameplay trailer and people would have been way more into it.
Yeah. Amigos. Oh.
Oopsies. Oh, who did that? That was weird.
Yeah, just, I don't know, it's like a ghost came out of nowhere. Very spooky.
It's a bit complicated, but basically 2 Human was in development for around 10 years and was originally going to be a PS1 game. Along the way, they agreed with Epic to use Unreal Engine 3, which was new and about to be released. They sued Epic for not providing enough support and for fluffing up what the capabilities of Unreal Engine 3 were. However, it turns out that Silicon Knights moved onto their own engine, which illegally used components of Unreal Engine 3. So Epic countersued and won, and it was court-ordered that 2 Human could no longer be sold for profit since it contained illegally used copyrighted material. Damn.
Wow. Imagine fucking up that bad.
Yeah,
we could just take a little bit here and a little bit there. Nobody will notice.
Yeah.
Ooh, might go now. Uh-oh.
Yeah, no. It's actually free on Xbox Store still, because the game isn't illegal itself, they just can't sell it for money. Right.
Oh, really? That's so funny.
So it's like the stores themselves were like, well, we have all these copies and we're not legally allowed to sell them. But couldn't they have just told all the stores to just hand them out for free then?
I mean, yes, but capitalism. You can recycle all that stuff and get money off of it.
I don't know what's going on, but like my OBS keeps flickering at me.
It's happy to see you.
It just flashes black now and then.
Everything seems fine on screen, and I've been kind of...
Well, that's the main thing. I think it's just because Halo is really weird with being captured by OBS.
Yeah. It's funny because where I used to work, we got a job in that was basically recycling games. And what we would pay our clients to do is we would pay them to open up the game case, take out the disc, throw it into a bin. take out the cover part of the game, throw that into a different bin, and take the plastic case and throw that into a third bin.
Huh.
And it was really funny because like there was a couple of like other things there that like I came within an ass hair of stealing, but it was like one of those things. It's like people that were like the director and everything like knew I liked video games, and so like they like made sure to double check their stock every night to make sure I haven't stolen anything. Like they even told me that I'm not allowed within that area to. Oh hello, free ghost. I wasn't allowed within that area to help on that job because they was afraid I was going to steal something. And
how
truth
they treated
is,
everyone?
no, just me.
Oh.
Actually, because like this is the you know, I'm in the deep south, so that it was like, you know, video games here are like, you know, children's thing, and if you play video games as an adult, then you're just a man baby or whatever, you know. It's kind of the perception here. And so they had to stay as far away from that stuff as possible. I mean, they weren't wrong, because there was like a DSi there that they were cycling for some reason, and I almost stole that. Like, I was like, they wouldn't notice if this was gone, but it was like the only DSi, and I was like, yeah, they'd notice.
Wait, what's a DSi?
It was like
Whoa,
the
what the fuck?
upgraded DS.
Oh, that, yeah. There's a little golden statue
Oh.
here.
Yeah. Most statues, shoot it.
Oh. I got progress towards a trophy. It's a very specific kind of hair. Wait, what? This nerd plays video games. He'll definitely go over to the game packaging area and steal stuff because he's an addict. Have to keep him out. Yeah.
Yeah, what was funny though is that the games they were cycling themselves were dog shit. Like, it was like Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2011. Yeah, Cabela's... Okay. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2011 is a gem. However, at general face value, it is no Halo. We'll say that. I mean, yeah, again, like, you put a fucking $150 device in front of me and say, hey, we're gonna throw this away, don't steal it. I'm probably gonna think about stealing it.
I definitely would. Where the fuck are we
I wonder if
going?
this still works. Over here where I'm at.
An ass
I
head
forgot,
for
we were
us,
supposed to have a
Pelican
tank for
inbound.
this.
Oh.
Let's clear a landing zone.
Yeah, I forgot what happened to the tank. Oh well.
They're all pouring out of the middle. Let's get in there.
Another enemy.
Expressions. Yeah, I like that. Expressions.
The Covenant holed up in the middle of this structure. We need to clear them out.
Look like bombs. Oh, there's supply drops. Oh, I want that. No, I want that. No, I want... that. No, wait. No! Want... that.
Yeah, you're gonna... Okay, there you go.
Which one's the better gun? Is it this one that I'm holding, or the one with the scope?
The BR. Always the BR. The BR is the best game in the franchise.
The best game in the franchise?
Gun. Did I say game? gun.
said game, yeah.
I think I was trying to say it's the best gun in the game, but I was like, no, scratch that. Franchise.
Oh, he's singing. Oh. And I held on to them as long as I could.
Yeah, it reminds me, yeah. Did you ever play Crackdown, Nova?
No, but I heard of it, and I think I like saw bits of it.
Yeah, I think you would have liked the game.
I just remember like on the cover, like a guy with like a machine gun or something.
Yeah, it was basically... Okay. It was basically like a superhero game where like the more things that you did, you would like gain experience and level up, like your strength, your jumping, your driving, and your accuracy.
Yeah.
And here's the part I think you'd like, is that like your character, like the more you leveled up your strength, the buffer they got.
Nice.
And like and like yeah, and like they would generally go from like kind of like scrawny guy to like big buff dude over the course of the game.
What is this? I'll remember that, yeah.
But the thing that was cool about it is that the only reason people bought Crackdown is because it came bundled with the Halo 3 beta.
Oh. That was such a good idea, though.
Yeah, and like, it was really funny because like it helped that Crackdown was just good in of itself, but it was one of those things that like, if it didn't come bundled with Halo 3 beta, like nobody would have bought it because it was a new IP, right?
Yeah.
That's just kind of how things were.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I think, to get people to play Jet Set Radio Future, they bundled it with, I can't remember which racing game, but they bundled it with a racing game.
Sega GT.
That's
2002?
one, yeah.
Or 2001. Yeah, I got that bundle. But yeah, the what the fuck? Marine?
That ain't right, sir.
What ain't right is you wasting BR ammo like that, soldier.
Oh, it's because there's an enemy right underneath.
They fall like 2 inches and then they start screaming bloody murder.
Yeah.
But the joke goes, you know, buy the Halo 3 beta and get a free game with it.
Yeah. Oops, I forgot that a rocket launcher was my other weapon. Yeah, just rocket blast him in the face. Oh, fuck! I thought I had plasma fucking pistol.
When this first came out, Halo Reach has this weapon. It's kind of like a Covenant grenade launcher. Boop. And I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but there was a game mode online called Dino Blasters, where you would play as elites, and then like the concussion grenade and everything with it was like amped up. And so we were playing with a bunch of friends one day, just custom matches, and then I can't remember if I killed someone or someone killed me, but I think I got killed, and like I got launched into a grav lift, and I just go Dino Blast my asshole into the grav lift, man.
Boy, are they in for a big surprise.
Where'd you go?
I fell. I fell into the smallest pit in the world.
Well, luckily we're here with resupply, so. There's supposed to be bugs here. I wonder why they're not. Anyway.
Watch yourself. On
anyway.
the guards.
Oh. Who is this man that keeps singing?
That's the prophet that we're after. Regret, regret, regret. Dear humanity, we regret being alien bastards.
We beat the par score on Delta Halo.
All right.
Wait, go back. That's what I thought he said. The Prophet of Regret is planning to activate Halo.
Are you sure?
I shall light this holy ring, release its cleansing flame, and burn a path into the divine beyond.
Pretty much.
Commander, we've got a problem.
So I hear. But from what I understand, the Prophet will need an object, the Index, to activate the ring. I've located a library similar to the one you found on the first Halo. If the rings work the same way, the Index should be inside.
I'll bet the Covenant are thinking the exact same thing.
Then we better beat them to it, Sergeant. Extract your men and meet me at the library.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll secure the Index key. You take out the Prophet.
Thank you.
Giving us all the intel we need.
Testament.
Ah, bugs.
Oh, so speaking of bugs, I found out last night at like 3 a.m. that apparently Asmongold is in the new
I saw that, yeah.
Devil May Cry show. I heard the Devil May Cry show was mid, but once I heard that, I was like, no. And
People were going off on it, but I think it was just because they had a furry character in it. Which, it's like, I'm so tired of people being like, oh my god, you have to watch this. It has an anthro character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that though, and then like his response to like Asmongold on Twitter was just like, ugh.
Slobbing his knob, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get him.
I also like the anime version of Asmongold looks nothing like him.
Yeah, they're missing all the cockroaches.
That and the rotting teeth and like the bad hairline. I don't really like to make fun of people's appearances, but like when you're an asshole, I think it's like fair game.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, this is one of the worst levels. So there's a challenge in this game called Lasso, which stands for Legendary All Skulls On, which are meant to like take the game and make it even harder. And Halo 2 is the hardest lasso by far, and
Yeah.
this level is murder. Like you have to go a certain route, or the sniper jackals are just gonna fuck you.
As Castle Super Beast put it, it's clear that the Castlevania show was good despite him, not because of him. Same guy did both Castlevania and DMC. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I never watched Castlevania, but I heard that one was good.
Castlevania was decent. I didn't know it was the same guy, but that is unfortunate.
More over here. You sure Cortana's not looking right?
Yeah, I heard that like they do some like kind of scummy things with Lady,
Oh god,
and
no.
yeah, and they just kind of character assassinate.
We'll do 'em up. Well, suit yourself, chick.
Everything we love isn't dead; it's just being corporatized.
Yeah.
What, more of them?
I've heard Lady from the show described as Hitlerette. What? But she's Lady.
Oh shit! I got fuckered.
I mean, the problem is that
Saved your seat, chick.
they don't show enough of Lady in the games to really know what her character is, apart from Devil May Cry 3.
Yeah.
Which is basically her just wanting to kill her father.
Which, I mean, given who he is, valid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, apparently he shows up in like a flashback scene, and that's all you see of him. It's like, man.
Because after Devil May Cry 3, the only things we see of Lady is brief moments in Devil May Cry 4, and I'm pretty sure it's also brief moments in Devil May Cry 5. That's it.
Yeah. Her and Trish are just booba.
Yeah. Dante's two boobas. And it's kind of weird that Trish is one of Dante's booba, considering the whole mother plotline with that.
Not dead?
Yeah, they quickly dropped that.
Cortana,
Yeah.
the Covenant's getting nosy. I don't want to give away my
The
position,
whole,
so
I
I'm
should have been the
rerouting
one to
a few
fill your
travelers
dark
back
souls
to-
alive.
I apologize. These Pelicans are all the support you're gonna get.
You gotta get the voice crack in there.
Understood, ma'am.
Is Lady actually in vanilla Devil May Cry 4? I know there's Lady / Triss. Yeah, there's like a cutscene where like Dante is like leaving his place of business and Lady and Trish are there.
I think the special edition that came out on Steam has a Lady Trish Virgil mode. I think. I've only played vanilla DMC for it, so
I think
couldn't tell
that's
you.
right, yeah. But she is in Devil May Cry 4. She's just there when like Dante is leaving his bar.
A gondola is launching from the far tower.
And then Lady and then Trish
Full
becomes
of Covenant reinforcements.
Boob Lady Bird version.
yeah.
Magic
Trish has
disguise.
Trish has a role to play in DMC4 at least. Lady's just
Yeah.
kind of there at the end.
But it's weird because again, she's not really playing herself. She's playing Bird Lady. Yeah, for 1 second she's in Devil May Cry 4. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I would like to play the Devil May Cry games on stream.
Well,
Fucking
nice enough to
hell.
bring us a ride.
But the thing is, I've heard the HD collection is rather shit.
It's alright. I don't think I have any strong opinions one way or another myself.
I will have to play through the slog fest that is Devil May Cry 2, though.
Or not, because it's not really canon.
Yeah, it's not
But-
canon, but it has some cool things like big face coming out of a building, you know. That was pretty much the only scene in that game that, like, sold it.
Take more than that to scare me.
This lake couldn't have been formed
Play
by
DMC2
volcanic action,
first,
which
yeah.
means it was either built
Best
this way
one in
on
the series.
purpose or was created by
Apparently
some
the
other cataclysmic event.
Netflix Devil May Cry
Sorry, were you trying to
does
kill
a
something?
lot with Devil May Cry 2's lore
Why?
for some reason.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone be cool.
Well, for the longest time, everyone said that Devil May Cry 2 was meant to be like the last one in the chronological timeline because Dante ends up stuck in hell at the end of it. And I remember being like, I don't think that's true. I seem to remember him like driving off and escaping or something. And also, that's just how they end Devil May Cry 5 anyway. It's just with him and Virgil in hell, so... Hi, Jake. How you doing?
I think we got a
21 months with the incredible
I
movie.
blew myself
Such an amazing
on,
beam.
Arrested Development.
Thank you
Get
for
the
the
actor's
resub,
name.
Jake. I appreciate it. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Canonically, every single game aside from Devil May Cry 2 takes place before Devil May Cry 2. They refuse to acknowledge it. But the cutscene thing at the start of Devil May Cry 5 that fills you in, it places Devil May Cry 2. It places it before Devil May Cry 5 and 4, I think.
Yes.
So it's not at the end of the timeline. Yeah, they in the video thing with Devil May Cry 5, they basically go, Devil May Cry 3 was awesome, and this happened, and this happened. Devil May Cry 1 was also awesome, and this happened, and this happened. And then Devil May Cry 2 happened. Moving on to Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. I like that track, Strom.
How'd that feel?
Man, the music in this game is so good. It's just a shame that the guy who made it's a fucking shithead.
There's always going to be shithead artists doing things that we like. So it's important to focus on things that you like rather than the shithead.
The answer to that, Strom, is yes. I wanted the shotgun.
Here it comes! Whoa! Oh, come on, sir, that was mine! Ow!
Yeah, I'm doing good, Jake. Glad to hear you're doing well. With Metroid Prime 4 coming out as well, I'll probably have to get back to my plan of playing the Metroid games on stream. Thing is, I'm not going to be able to buy a Switch on release because... Just because I'm part of a family membership with Nintendo Switch Online.
Ah, now I see.
If you're part of
There's
the
submerged
eligibility
section
for
that
being
connects these
invited to
towers the outlying
pre-order
structures.
the Switch 2,
Looks
is
like
based
we're going
on
down.
being a
Unless
Nintendo
it's
Switch
perfectly
Online member for more than 2 years, I think. But it doesn't count for anyone who isn't the paying person for the family membership. And I am technically not the paying person for the family membership that I'm on. So I'm not eligible to be invited to pre-order the Nintendo Switch 2.
What was that? Is that a third? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be eligible. Mainly because I'm in America, but also
yeah,
because I don't think I met one of the stipulations.
I would like to pre-order it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford it, for one thing, with Confuzzled right around the corner as well.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, if I can't afford it, then I just can't afford it, you know? It's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just buy one when I can, you know?
This is a neat little sequence.
Ooh.
This is the only time that like the new graphics are worth it, I think.
I've intercepted a secure transmission from Regret's carrier to something called High Charity. It seems to be a formal apology to the prophets of truth and mercy.
Does the pre-order thing only apply to Nintendo's own store? Yeah, it does.
He's asking the other
That's where I was
prophets
going to pre-order it from,
forgive
though,
his
to get the
premature
Mario Kart
arrival,
bundle and all that.
arguing that no human presence was foretold. That explains why there were so few ships in his fleet. But it's odd a prophet would have such bad intel about his enemy's homeworld.
By the way, this war thing totally sucks.
Alright, right over.
Even if you're outside the US and tariffs aren't raising the price higher for you, $450 is a steep asking price for a portable console. It's around about $395 for the UK, which I think does now equate to around that number for dollars. It is a bit steep, yes. So maybe I will just wait a bit. But the problem is that they could do the whole Sony thing and be like, oh, the PS5 is now more expensive. Instead of dropping in price, we've gone up in price. Yay!
Yeah.
What is this thing?
Well, you know Doug Bowser. Oh, it's a fuel rod gun. So those were in Halo 1, but they were tied to grunts. And whenever a grunt with one would die, the fuel rod would explode. This is in the PC port of Halo 1, which is done by Gearbox. You could have the fuel rod gun and a couple of other guns in multiplayer, but they were multiplayer only. This is the first game where you can have the fuel rod gun in the campaign.
Got another hostile!
Oh.
I want what Doug Bowser is smoking in $90 games. The thing is like, it's so weird because it's like I can't be fully mad at Nintendo for it. I don't agree with it. I don't think games should be that expensive. But the thing is, everything's more expensive right now. I'm not surprised that these are amongst the things that are going up in price. I'm angry that they are, but I'm not surprised. And I don't really think it's solely Nintendo's fault. I think it's everything in the world's fault. Not that I'm trying to defend Nintendo in any way. Nintendo have made their fair share of stupid decisions. But like, for example, GTA 6... I'm fully expecting GTA 6 to be like £100 on launch. Oh.
Courage abandoned you, demon.
Oh, man, I almost fucking domed that Marine.
Need to get a second mortgage for GTA 6, yeah. You just saw a Marine completely destroy a drone with a shotgun? Oh. I was listening to the Aftermath podcast and they said something that stuck with me. Nintendo fans are dogs. They'll pay whatever price that Nintendo puts out. Yeah, but I would also argue any fan of anything will do that. There are just a lot of Nintendo fans.
Nova.
What? I was waiting for you to deal with those guys, because... Oh.
They won't spin around.
Oh. No. But... See, now I have a problem.
Oh.
Well, I mean...
Oh god, behind you. You lucked out, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god. Jukes for days. Let go. That was pretty nice, dude. I'm not gonna lie, that was sick.
It's weird because like I don't know if I consider myself a Nintendo fan. There are just a lot of games that Nintendo own the IPs to that I enjoy. I don't agree with a lot of what Nintendo does most of the time. But I also think there's like a weird hatred for Nintendo, which is like understandable in some senses. But like, for example, it's like the whole like, oh, the fans will buy anything Nintendo makes regardless of the price. I'm like, people do that with PlayStation and Xbox as well. And some people do that with like any particular studio's games as well. It's not just Nintendo that have people like that.
Yeah. People bought the Xbox One.
Yeah, I think it's just easier to see because there are a lot of Nintendo fans.
In a movement that promised freedom for allegiance, salvation for service. But some, like the humans, chose to impede our progress, block our access to sacred sites, damage holy relics. For their
Block our access to sacred sites like 4chan and
remain alive.
I don't think it happens to the same degree with Sony or Xbox. No, I disagree. Because, like, when the Helldivers 2 shit was going on, there was so many people that were defending Sony. And then when the PS5 Pro went up in price, there were so many people so eager to buy it and defend Sony as well. So, I think it's just one of those things where it's like, there are just certain things that some people see and some people don't. Where could they be? People seem to forget the games that probably make way more of a fortune through microtransactions and loot boxes like Overwatch 2 and Fortnite. Yeah. Because I completely missed the Helldiver 2 defenders. Oh, they were everywhere. Oh, there were people that were just like, please stop review bombing them.
Never had any doubt.
Slate for a Marine friend. The last surviving member. Alright, he's in.
Weren't there people trying to defend Star Wars Battlefront 2 when it had pay-to-win stuff in it? Yeah. So this thing happens. There's always fans that are willing to jump in front of a bullet for these companies.
Eat up the slop.
Yeah.
Then there's Chunky. He's dead.
Regret's carrier just received a response from High Charity. A very well encrypted message.
How does this cube propel itself? There's no like thrusters or anything on it.
Your haste has jeopardized the fulfillment of our covenant, threatened our grand design. That you shall be spared a public display of our contempt is thanks only to Mercy and his wise counsel. Truth, mercy, regret. 3 prophet hierarchs. Killing Regret should shake up the covenant leadership. But frankly, it sounds like you might be doing Truth a favor.
I think the thing is, with Nintendo's recent stuff and the announcement of the price and all that stuff, I think what's happened is it's brought a lot of people's... I think perhaps up until this moment, there were many people who haven't had to face the reality of the increasing economy inflation. And this has forced them to see it in its full extent at the moment. And the thing is, it's probably going to get worse. Like, I wouldn't even say that this is particularly bad right now. It's going to get a lot worse. Yeah, Trump is going to make that the case. Yeah, but that's not happening though, Enigma, is it?
Wow, the melee with the sniper is very fast.
Thank you very much.
Every member of the Covenant shall walk the path. None will be left behind when our great journey begins. That is the Prophet's age-old promise, and it shall be
I don't think Nova does know about Chips Dubbo.
What is
Great
Chips Dubbo?
journey. Doesn't he know
He's
what
basically
these rings do?
I think he's Australian, an Australian Marine that says very outlandish things. Oh, this is Chips? Okay.
He's the like one of the Marine guys. Oh right,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you meant like a real person called Chips Dubbo.
No.
But he's one of the Marines. I get you.
Yeah, some pretty good dialogue. There's even a couple of achievements to have him spawn. Couple of dialogue things and levels that you get an achievement if he spawns on your team. Like in the first level.
I'm nearly out of fuel. We've secured the
Nearly out
first
of
tower
fuel.
cluster, so I'll set down there. Call when you're ready for evac.
So I'm gonna attempt to do a glitch here in a little bit, basically called sword flying.
Okay.
Strom knows what it is, but
Is it when you use the sword to fly?
basically.
I never would have guessed.
Another contact.
Oop. I'm surprised Chips has stayed with us for so long. No, Chips. Yeah, get under here, Chips. You're safe. No, Strom.
Yeah, that was that close.
Uh-oh. I need to go. Chips, fall back. Chips, fall back.
You scared, demon?
Wow, I just missed like point blank twice.
Yeah, the snipers in this game don't have the magnetic aiming on controller.
It's like fucking blam blam.
There, another gondola. Looks like it leads straight to the main temple.
Out.
Not much further now.
Man, Chips along for the raid. Let's go. Let's go kill the Prophet of Truth. Or
Okay.
not Truth, Regret.
Can I pretend that it's Trump?
How's it going, you two? So far, so good. We're approaching the main temple.
I had a
now.
dream about that like the other week.
Roger
I had a
that.
dream that like
I'm as close to the library
I was
as
in a
can get.
Discord
There's some
with
sort of
friends
barrier.
and
We're trying to find a way
people were
around
like, "Oh my god,
I'll be
oh my
present.
god, it happened! Trump's been assassinated!" And I was like, "What? No way!" And they were like, "Oh yeah, for real!" And I like checked my phone and and the news was all like, "Oh, Trump has been assassinated," and I was like, "Oh whoa!" And then I woke up, and then I was like, I checked my phone for real, and I saw no news about Trump being assassinated, and I was sad.
Yeah. You saw yourself from a different timeline.
Yeah.
A better timeline. I mean, what? In Minecraft.
Well, I just never thought I would be at a point in my life where it wasn't considered like a nightmare, you know? It was actually like an exciting thing, and we were all kind of like, oh my god, really? Like as if it was like Christmas.
I remember reading an article one time, not too long ago, that was like, talking about something to do with cops, and the article at one point said, and don't even think about using the in Minecraft workaround, because that doesn't, Chips almost fucked me. That doesn't work. Like they know that workaround. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to do the sword fly here. With any luck. No, I'm not gonna get it. Well, I tried.
That's the largest Covenant fleet I've ever seen. The largest anyone's ever seen. Get inside the temple, and you'll regret before it can stop us.
Look at the size of that thing.
That's pretty cool.
Huh. No. Chips? Oh. I thought he died there for a second. He's probably gonna die in this room here, though. Oops, that was a bad throw.
I am upon you.
I am upon you. Why do you say it like that? It wasn't even like a threat or anything.
Because he was upon us.
Yeah, he's just like, it was just like letting us know that he was behind us. Like, I am upon you.
The Covenant fleet has launched multiple waves of phantoms. Too many for me to track. We don't have much time.
Oh my god, Chips is doing work, dude. Holy shit.
I am upon you.
There are honor guards all over this place. Watch your back.
No,
Chip! I was too slow.
You're too slow.
Too slow.
Chips fall where they may.
Attack! The demon must die.
Air profit.
There's the target. Take him out.
I suck myself.
Oh.
Well, Chips is... No.
Oh
Chips
no,
is dead.
right at his death moment.
Yeah, his body isn't done flopping even. So there's a way you handle the Prophet of Truth here.
By shooting rockets at him.
Throw a grenade at him,
There's the
and
target.
then
Take him
board his
out.
vehicle, and then punch him. Oh! And then get punched. Yeah, bullets don't really do anything to him in rockets because he has a force field.
Oh,
so
I
those
see.
for like elites.
I'll kill it myself.
I guess that's to stop people from just sniping him from anywhere.
There's the
Oh.
target. Take him out.
Danger!
Oh, he gets stuck. Ooh.
Warriors, attack! Demon.
Demon!
Good.
I hate how every time I respawn now I have to look at Chip's dead body right beneath me.
Competence! I'll kill it myself!
There's the target. Take him out.
God damn it, fucking pillar.
The great journey will not be postponed.
That only happened because of the magnetic aiming.
It giveth and it taketh away.
Guards, remove this vermin from my sight.
There's the target.
One of
Take
the
him
most
out.
important politicians in the Covenant, and they have tiny little grunt men guarding him.
Oh.
You're very...
Oh. Oh, it doesn't help that my only other weapon is a fucking rocket launcher.
What do you mean there's a more reason for this? The magnetic aiming?
Competence! I'll kill it myself!
There's the target. Take him out.
No.
There's a law reason why he doesn't have that many guards. Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're very insistent to avenge me, demon.
Punch. I didn't realize you were...
I
Yeah,
only just died.
usually I'm the first one to die. Oh, what's up, buddy?
You dare to interrupt my sermon.
Punch. 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 Oh, I died.
Will not be postponed.
Oh!
Do they keep spawning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guards, remove this vermin from my sight.
Alright, he's dead. Just keep running around and survive.
The Phantoms are turning around.
Okay,
The
there we
fleet is
go.
Preparing to fire on our position. We need to get out of here.
That is a glassing beam.
Well, but at this point, do they know the Prophet is dead?
No.
So they just wanted willing to shoot.
They don't care.
Oh, okay.
This is not your grave.
Okay.
You are welcome in it.
We got the par score on Regret.
Hooray! Yeah, basically, the other prophets don't like Regret and wanted him kicked out of the squad.
Oh, so we didn't really have to bother doing that then. They would have just come here and blasted him with a laser anyway.
Yeah, but we don't know that. Oh, so this is a pretty important cutscene.
This is unprecedented. Unacceptable.
The Hierarch is dead, Commander.
His murderer was within our grasp. If you had not withdrawn our phantoms...
Are you questioning my decision?
No, Holy One. I only wish to express
Oh, they were withdrawn,
my
okay.
concern that the brutes...
Recommissioning the Guard was a radical step. But recent events have made it abundantly clear that the elites can no longer guarantee our safety.
I shall relay your decision to the Council.
Politics, how tiresome. Do you know, Arbiter, the elites have threatened to resign, to quit the High Council, because of this exchange of hats.
We Team Fortress 2. Your protectors.
These are trying times for all of us.
Even as the humans' annihilation filled us with satisfaction, the loss of one of the sacred rings racked our hearts with grief.
Putting aside our sorrow, we renewed our faith in the prophecy that other rings would be found, and see how our faith has been rewarded.
Halo, its divine wind will rush through the stars, propelling all who are worthy along the path to salvation.
But how to start this process? For ages we searched for one who might unlock the secrets of the ring. An oracle. And with your help, we found it.
With appropriate humility, we plied the oracle with questions, and it, with clarity and grace, has shown us the key.
You will journey to the surface of the ring and retrieve this sacred icon. With it, we shall fulfill our promise.
Salvation for all.
And begin
Yeah,
great journey.
Mercy's a
Crazy.
doing that moon weed.
Yeah.
The divine wind of the Halo.
We will head straight to the library. I do not wish to keep the Hierarchs waiting. The humans
So basically-
killed the Prophet of Regret. Who was it? The demon is here?
The demon!
Why?
Affirmative grunt.
Retrieving the icon is my only concern.
So the elites have served the hierarchy of the Covenant for generations upon generations. And now that they've that the killing of Regret was kind of an excuse to have a changing of the guard to where the brutes are now taking the place of the elites.
Right.
Yeah, prophets want to return the monkey.
Oh, you can see spaceship. Oh, wow. It's definitely fancier in the modern graphics, but it looks more like a picture in the background than the original graphics.
Yeah, I think in the original graphics it looks more like the atmosphere is like it gives more of a dread.
Squids are kind of like Space Japan. Wait, which one's the squids?
You could either be talking about the prophets or the what do you call them? Engineers?
The elites.
Oh. Yeah, elites are like are like modeled after Japanese stuff. Like in the
God, I
was
see
it
the grunts and my instinct is to kill.
in Halo Legends, they have a whole like story of an elite, and then it's very like samurai Japanese coded.
Oh yeah.
As in, I think the elites even wear a gi. You want to go left or right? Yeah, this and the next level are not. Definitely the weaker levels, but they're some of the more intense ones, so kind of makes up for it.
I definitely appreciate that this game has more original levels, though, and is not just retreading the same levels.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Halo 1's biggest weakness, but I think Halo 1 does it effectively enough.
Yeah. The problem I had with Halo 1 at points is it wasn't even just like going back through the same levels, but even within those levels there were so many repeating environments that you have to deal with that it becomes hard to know what progression you're doing.
Run away! Please! Don't make me go back!
Jackal sure are,
How do I get down there?
You shoot it.
Halo Combat Evolved had a smaller budget. But they barely got it finished in time. Same with Halo 2, to be honest, but their solution to that problem was just to crunch forever. Where that's basically most big studios' solution now, which is not a solution. We were studying and talking about crunch in game studios when I was in university, which was 2012. And nothing has really changed since then. Aside from indie studios that, you know, like supermassive games that are like downright, nope, we refuse to have crunch be part of our development. Basically scrapped most of the game like halfway in and had to rebuild it all in 1 to 2 years. Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in a console.
Project lead was severely burned out and disappeared on the team, kind of like he was so sick of working on a sequel that he just up and went on a 6-month hiatus, traveled to Asia. Fucking hell. It's almost like the general manager we had when I was working in the cinema when he like just had a kid, and then also the cinema was going through refurbishment and he just disappeared for months. And we were like understaffed and overworked.
Here, come over here for a second, Nova. Look at this brute.
He's gold.
Zoom in on his eye.
Oh, he disappeared.
Oh. He blinks.
Oh.
He's supposed to be dead, but he still blinks. Alright, we're gonna kind of run through this section.
You're gonna run through this section. I'm gonna die.
I believe in you. Heck, I might be the one to die.
Whoop! Oh, I thought I fell. So many lasers.
Oh. Alright, we gotta go.
This seems familiar.
Mm-hmm. Same. Well. Damn. That flood just lit us up. Alright, so there's... this is at the start of the ride. Yeah, you can see the brute blink now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did it spawn me into his melee? That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I meleeed like right as you spawned.
So, this door that I'm shooting at, I don't know if you can see where my bolts are going. As soon as that opens, we head for it, okay?
Okay.
In the meantime, we can stay down here where it's safe. Oh, you have to kill the Enforcer first. Okay.
Oh, the plasma weapons do not work against these guys.
The Enforcer's dead. Precision plasma weapons, not really, but
well, even like my
plasma
plasma pistol was doing fuck all.
Alright, gate's open. Let's go. Don't forget, left bumper is also to go invisible, and enemies will lose track of you for a short time.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Stealth now.
Oh, it's on cooldown.
Use a shotgun if you want it.
Hold out as long as we can. Get her off me! Suppressive fire! Suppressive fire!
Oh, I just got domed. Jack Black in the Halo movie.
What?
Yeah, Jack Black would probably play Cortana.
Master Chief.
Gotta get the Master Chief now! Gotta get to that Halo! Skibbity bird 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 bird. I'm gonna go rampant.
I don't know enough Halo memes to do them in Jack Black voice.
It's okay. You'll learn. Be careful, there's a,
Many zombies. Fucking hell, these fucking lasers,
That was a shotgun.
I got hit by laser. How are they just able to one-hit me? Who are these things?
Shotgun flood.
They suck.
Yeah. Kind of need to take this section slow.
Hi, Alpha.
Nope, nope. Okay, good.
I'm just gonna let those laser things help us. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, that old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, doesn't apply here.
Yeah.
The enemy of my enemy hates me and my friends.
You know
or
what the
something like that.
first time I learned of that phrase was?
Was it Alien vs Predator?
No, it was Super Smash Bros. Brawl when they showed off a cutscene with Meta Knight and Marth working together against the Subspace Emissary.
Oh. I got fucked from behind.
Fucking hell, they're really aggressive in this game.
Yeah, they are no joke. Uh-oh.
And who says video games can't be educational? Yeah.
Alright, come out here and run left. Just keep going.
I feel like I don't run very fast.
I got your back. Oh, well, that got ruined immediately. You must whip it. Mind you, never. Yeah, to go back what I was saying real quick is, yeah, the first time I heard the enemy of my enemy is my friend was actually an Alien vs. Predator as well. It's pretty funny because that movie's kind of trash, but that was like the first Alien/Predator movie I ever saw.
It's okay. I remember Alien vs. Predator 2 being even worse.
Yeah. Well, they made the first one PG-13, which took out all the fun stuff.
Negative, ma'am. They are not Covenant. Cover that doorway!
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Alien vs. Predator games were goated. There was a RTS game for Xbox, the original Xbox, and it... Uh-oh. No. It was pretty cool because they had the humans, the aliens, and the predators all have different factions and stuff that you could play as, and it was a pretty solid game. There's supposed to be a bunch of people here fighting. Oh well.
I remember a friend fucking loved Alien and Predator growing up, and he got like the Predator game on PS1 maybe? Or PS2?
Oh man.
And he would not stop playing it. I remember getting really bored because we would just be like over his house and he would just be playing Predator non-stop, and I was just like, can we do something else, please?
Yeah.
Did we have the same friend? Potentially. There was another friend of mine. Like, there was always, like, those types of friends in different situations. Like, another friend who came over to my house and all he wanted to do was, like, play on my N64 or my GameCube. And, like, trying to get him to do anything else. Or trying to, like, give up the controller. Like, I remember it'd be like, can I ever go now? On my own N64, by the way. I would be like, can I ever go now? He'd be like, no, just one more turn. And then he'd, like, die, and then I would be like, can I ever go? And he'd be like, no, one more turn.
Kids are funny like that.
And, like, I remember when I went over to his house one time, he was playing, like, a game on his computer, and it was just, I couldn't get him to stop. I was just, like, sit there and watch him play this game on the computer, and I'd be like, can I ever go? No.
Whee! It'd be like tunnels.
Why is there
tunnel
snow?
snakes rule? Because it's cold.
Who was actually the fuck you guy?
This part sucks. You like tower defense? Actually, it's not this part. It's tower defense. Oh. That sucked.
So I don't really understand why the Flood are now here again, on a different Halo.
Because the Flood outbreak was so terrible that, in order for the Forerunners to contain them, the only thing the Forerunners could do was contain them, and so they trapped them on different Halos and quarantined them.
So it's like by the time we as the Arbiter reach this Halo, they've already broken out of where they were again.
Yeah. Well, that and the Heretic released. Well, no, I don't think the Heretic had anything to do with that.
It just kind of seemed weird that like we land on this Halo and the Flood are immediately here again, and it didn't feel like there was any. It felt like there was a build up to the Flood in the Heretic space for sure, but in terms of them being on this Halo, I didn't really feel like there was much build up for that. Sword.
Yeah, the Flood are like fungi, and if the spores survive, then the Flood survives.
The lore answer is that although the Forerunners fired the Halo rings, they did in fact keep Flood spores in storage. Right. It's just weird because like in Halo 1, we were on that Halo for a bit before the Flood eventually like emerged as a thing. So I just find it. That's what I'm saying is that now with this second Halo, we land here and they're just immediately there. It was no... I guess I could understand if the Halos are just supposed to be that the Flood are there all the time, and it was just a rare occurrence that in Halo 1 it took a while for them to emerge.
Flood is upon us. We must hold this camp until reinforcements.
It's not really a criticism, it's more just like I'm just curious. I'm a bit confused, I guess, by it.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like the race towards the library, and somehow the spores got free and then affected a bunch of them. But we fight way more like Flood here than like... Oops. So now we're just on the tower defense part.
Oh, okay.
Excuse you.
So they ripped off The Last of Us? Yes, they did. They ripped off The Last of Us 10 years early, or however long.
It's behind you, Nova.
No, I'm fine. He's my friend. From a story pacing perspective, I agree with you. This is the most criticized portion of this game's plot, usually. The Flood are a bit unnecessary and abrupt. Yeah, I guess that's the best way I could word it, yeah. But I guess all it really needed was, like, on approach by, like, Cortana or whatever. Who is shooting me? Where is that man? Why is he up there?
Up there.
Can't.
I'm gonna die for that. Oh no, I lived.
Yeah. All it really needed, like on approach, when they were approaching the Halo ring for the first time, was Cortana saying something like, "Chief, I'm detecting large Flood activity on this ring in particular," or something. Seems like the Flood are already active or whatever, blah blah blah, etc.
Pitmaster's here with us. Turned himself into a pickle. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen, Arbiter. There's got to be a flood we're missing, because the new wave hasn't come out yet.
Nope. Oh, there he is.
Where'd he go?
I only played the first Halo up to the weird drone that releases all the flood on all the Halos. At least that's what I remember of the first game. Is that what he did? I thought the floods were just there, and he was like, oh, I have to get rid of these things by activating the Halos.
Yeah. Yeah, the 343 Guilty Spark was in charge of containing the flood and activating the Halo rings if containment was breached.
Oh.
Okay.
Rick and Morty really died off. Haven't seen hide nor ass hair of them since the whole creators again. Yeah. I stopped watching like season 4. Because it was actually the season, I think the last season I watched was the season after the whole Szechuan sauce Pickle Rick stuff.
In the center of this.
Because I was just so fucking annoyed with like fans that I was just like, I can't be bothered with this anymore.
We shall cut into the heart of this infestation, retrieve the icon, and burn any flood that stand in our way.
You tell him, Shutmaster.
Parasite is not to be trifled with. I hope you know what you're doing.
And yeah, apparently Rick and Morty just went downhill very fast.
And fear not pain or death. Go, officer. I'll follow when our reinforcements arrive.
Actually, never come over here.
Enforcer, through the vehicle. Procedure have begun. Onward to the
Yeah.
sacred icon.
We got the gang back together. We're going on the party cruise. I love this rendition of the theme.
Prepare yourselves. I'm on my way.
No, don't flip, don't flip! Fuck. That's bad, that's real bad. Ugh. Alright. You want to get on the turret or drive? Oh, never mind. Can't do either.
Oh, I was shooting a friend. No, that's a flood. That is a flood. Okay.
Yeah. Looks like I commandeer the Warthog. Or you just go on the Ghost. Yeah, it's fine. The only reason I picked up driving was because this part gets kind of confusing. Oh, I just got rocketed. Fucking rip me. Oh, rip you.
Whoa. was a wee prickle when I was in the lavatory, governor. Enigma, what the fuck are you saying? Cockney, yeah, that's not Cockney slang. Cockney slang is up the apples and pears. She was all 5s and 6s. No, sorry, the one that was all 6s and 7s. That's it.
Maybe if you need to go invisible. Alright, I'm up.
Watch the TV show and over. I think I'm capable of learning all that there is to know about Cockney slang from that alone. Uh-huh. Because America TV would never lie to you and make stuff up.
Never. Bachelorette is 100% true, factual, logical.
Absolutely. No, they would never do that, Enigma. That would be like going on the internet and telling lies.
Oh shit, I got stuck on debris. Debris.
Shit, there's so many enemies.
Yeah, you're usually meant to come through this area with a ghost.
Whoa! It's okay, I led them away from you with my face.
Yeah, there's the other ghost.
Wait, they can commandeer the Wraith? Fucking hell.
Yeah. What the fuck? Rocket flood. Basically, we gotta get on a ghost and ski-daddle.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, this section's more about running than fighting. Oh, I'm fucked.
Whoa! What the fuck? Something hit me and I like Sonic rolled forward.
Yeah, I saw that on the playback. It's pretty great. Fuck. Yeah, we're here. Well, Nora, how do you feel about 5-minute launching elevators with nothing to do?
Great.
Yeah, hope you have small talk ready.
More humans. They must be after the icon. On your way, Arbiter. I'll deal with these beasts.
Pitmaster's goated. No, I did not. Strum.
You ever wear sandals sometimes and like because of the lack of support that they give you, you get like a twinge feeling in your foot?
No, my feet usually hurt if I'm not wearing like shoes with padding on them now.
Because I was like walking back from the shop the other day, and my right foot in particular, it had this feeling as if like every time I took a step, it felt like my foot was being stretched too much. Like every time I put my foot down, it was just like a twang of pain in like the arch of my foot.
Okay. Keep walking up here, and then we're gonna have a little fall. And then we're just gonna stay put. Alright. We are now invisible to all the enemies.
Nice.
So, this section becomes from an intense firefight to a lot of nothing.
Oh,
So, fun fact, I went to go visit Melos in Washington one time, and he was like, I need to run to the store. Do you want to come with me? I'm like, oh, okay, sure. He's like, well, it's a bit of a walk. I'm like, how far of a bit? And he's like, it's about a mile and a half. So I'm like, okay, I'll go. So I slipped on my sandals and I go out walking with him. And about halfway, like, I'm not used to exercising at this point, so about halfway, my foot starts to hurt, but I think nothing of it. And then on the way back, we get our stuff, and I'm helping carry groceries. And on the way back, my foot just becomes unbearable with pain, like a burning pain. And, well, I'm just going to warn now, it doesn't get pretty. So you might want to mute for the next few seconds if you don't like pain. But, yeah, it turns out that I had developed a blister on my foot.
Oh, no.
And it had burst. And I was just walking on, like, raw skin.
Oh, no. How did you not know?
I thought it was just like, oh, I haven't walked in a while, and I have a pretty high pain threshold, but it eventually got to the point where I needed to, like, sit down and just look, and, like, when I did, it was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like...
just, like, gravel in it and shit, too. It was
the thing
bad.
that I love sandals for is, like, keeping myself cool during hot weather when outside. But they absolutely suck for, like, any sort of long walking support.
Yep. I didn't think it would be that bad, but it was really funny too, because it was like, we to take care of it, like, I was like, well, we got to put alcohol on it so it doesn't get infected. And so, like, I sat on the edge of the tub, and I poured alcohol over it, and I was just like John Wayne biting down on a stick, like, you know, levels of pain, because I was like, all right, 3, 2, 1, go. You know, it was. And Melos messaged Icefang on the way from. He's like, on the way from work, can you pick up some, like, gauze, because Nex got hurt. And it was really funny because the first thing Icefang found was a product named Nex Care. It was funny because it was like, yeah, that's just too perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never not do this level. without this glitch now. Ever since I found it out, even as a kid, like, I was like, this is great. I hate this section. This makes this section so much better, more palatable. We're almost there.
Most auto-scroller sections in a video game tend to suck.
Yeah. I'm looking at you, every beat 'em up ever. Okay, now we jump down. Whee! Was this John Halo's doing? The answer is no.
I don't like that
to
the
Electric Boogaloo.
The flood balls weren't even coming for us. They were just wandering down here.
Yeah.
What? What is... Huh? What did we miss?
Gooey. The humans, we're racing humans to get to this point, because this is the key to launch the Halos.
Did she not recognize that was a tentacle?
You know, your father
Are they stupid? Or do they know that the tentacle is helping them?
Well, it's not the same tentacle, I don't think.
You hear me, Marines? We got trouble.
I'm just confused as to why she was like, yeah, I'll use this tentacle to... It's just a dead tentacle, I guess? Oh, okay.
Sergeant, stay down! Johnson, you alright? Johnson!
The original gravity hammer.
The hierarchs will be pleased. The icon is my responsibility. What's your responsibility? Now it is mine. A bloody fate awaits you and the rest of your incompetent race. And I, Tartarus, chieftain of the brutes, will send you to it. When the prophets learn of this, they will take your head when they learn. Fool. They ordered me to do it.
Monkey wins evolution again.
Whee!
Both chapters end with falling into something.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Boar. How you doing?
Whee!
What is that?
I am a monument to all your sins.
Okay.
What a line. I love that line.
Wait, so we both fell into the same pit? Or he... yeah,
he grabbed us both.
Okay.
Relax. I'd rather not piss this thing off.
Demon.
Demon!
This one is machine and nerve, and has its mind concluded. This one is but flesh and faith, and is the more deluded. Kill me or release me, parasite. but do not waste my time with talk.
There is much talk, and I have listened through rock and metal and time. Now I shall talk, and you shall listen.
Greetings. I am 2401 Penitent Tangent. I am the monitor of Installation 05.
And I am the Prophet of Regret, Counselor Most High, Hierarch of the Covenant.
A reclaimer? Here? At last. We have much to do. This facility must be activated if we are to control this outbreak.
Stay where you are. Nothing can be done until my sermon is complete.
Not true. This installation has a successful utilization record of 1.2 trillion simulated and 1 actual. It is ready to fire on demand.
Of all the objects our lords left behind, there are none so worthless as these oracles. They know nothing of the great journey!
And you know nothing about containment. You have demonstrated complete disregard for even the most basic protocols.
This one's containment. And this one's great journey are the same. Your prophets have promised you freedom from a doomed existence, but you will find no salvation on this ring. Those who built this place knew what they wrought. Do not mistake their intent, or all will perish as they did before.
This thing is right. Halo is a weapon. Your prophets are making a big mistake.
Your ignorance already destroyed one of the sacred rings, demon. It shall not harm another.
If you will not hear the truth, then I will show it to you. There is still time to stop the key from turning, but first it must be found. You will search one likely spot, and you will search another. Fate had us meet as foes, but this ring will make us brothers.
I don't know, man. Everything about you is evil creature coded. Like.
So there's a civil uprising going on within the Covenant.
Concerned. The release of the
Does
parasite
the monkey
was
take over?
unfortunate, but there is no need to panic. In truth, this is a time to rejoice. A moment that all the Covenant should savor. For the sacred icon has been found. With it, our path is clear, our entry into the divine beyond guaranteed. The great journey is nigh, and nothing, not even the flood, can stop it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Kill the demon.
So, this is gonna have to be where I call
Faster you
it.
can kill
Yep,
those
no
brutes,
worries.
the better.
Because it's getting about time I start
They don't
dinner
have
up.
shield generators, but take them out before.
And this is one of the longest levels in the game, if not the longest.
How many more missions are there in this game?
I think there's 4. 4
Okay.
more. So we did 4 today. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's about 4 left.
Okie dokie. So the next time we do this then, we'll probably be finishing Halo 2 and maybe starting Halo 3.
Yeah. We'll probably end up just finishing Halo 2.
And did you say, I can't remember if you said Halo 3 was only co-op or was it more than co-op?
The demon has infiltrated the council
more than
chamber.
co-op.
Protect the hierarchs. Seal the exits.
Yeah.
So we can
I
get
don't
Strom
think
on board
so.
for Halo 3 then, if Strom wants to.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then same for ODST and Reach.
Okie dokie. Alright,
But yeah.
then. Well,
How
thank
you feeling about the game so far?
Yeah, definitely interesting. It's a little bit, like, easier to follow. I guess, than Halo 1. Or I guess it's more of a fleshed out story, I guess I'll say.
Yeah, they don't elaborate on some things that they probably should have, but it's still like gameplay wise, Halo 2 is probably the tightest. It is definitely the sweatiest when it comes to online play. That's why I ever hardly play Halo 2 online. But Halo 3 is a lot more laid back, and so yeah, we have 4 left.
Yeah.
Great Journey, I'm excited for because it has some really neat glitches in it for the final battle, so can't wait to show that off.
That'll be interesting. Okay then. Well, thank you for joining me next. I appreciate it. It's been nice to get back to this.
Yeah.
I'll let you know, I guess, when works best for next week. But same day usually works if that works for you.
Yeah, that's usually fine.
Nice. Alright, let me have a look at who we can raid into. But thank you everyone for coming. Appreciate it. This was fun. We could go say hi to Farn. Farn is playing Hearthstone. Why did my mouse just stop working? Uh-oh, my entire computer froze up. What's happening?
Uh-oh.
Oh god, what happened? My OBS thing just got crunched. Okay, that was weird. I'm just gonna assume everything's fine. And we're gonna go ahead and raid Farniro. There we go. The next stream probably won't be until Friday. I have got work and stuff that I need to do. But it'll be Friday or Saturday or Sunday. We'll be doing Monster Hunter with Dave and Mark. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your week.
Bye.